Hello, good morning, good afternoon, guys, good evening, good night. From wherever you're watching me from, whatever your time is, welcome back to Chats by Lulu. Welcome back to my space. Chats by Lulu is a safe space where we talk about feeling lonely in relationships and finding a place where we can talk and we discuss the things that most of us avoid when we're found in such situations. It's a safe place where everybody is welcome to express their concerns, to voice getting trapped in relationships that are not healthy. So Chats by Lulu is for everyone. It's not only for women, it is for men and it is for women alike. Everybody's welcome on this channel. Welcome again to my channel, and if you are a new subscriber, you're welcome here. Subscribe, like and share, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Let's grow together, let's chat together. As we grow, we are going to get better. We'll remember 2026 as the year that we started this together. Disclaimer, I'm not a relationship advisor or counselor or anything of the sort. Anything discussed here is based on my life experiences and it's not meant to harm anybody in any way. Let's get here. How's been your week, guys? Life's been fast. It's been fast on my side. It's the daily hustle and bustle, waking up and running and going, and the cycle continues. But this keeps us afloat. Looking at it, it keeps us sane because life has a lot of things that could probably make us sad, could probably give our mental health, give us mental health issues. What keeps us a little bit grounded and safe? How have you guys been doing all with that? I hope fine. He comes in, he shows you he loves you, he's all in. He tells you how beautiful you are. He tells you you mean everything. He's 2 feet, all in. And you think that he loves you. Today's topic is about dating after 40. Oh my God. I love this dating or this 40 story because everybody talks about 40 as though it is 90 or it's 100, although as life has changed and now you're done. Dating after 40. I have a whole book on Amazon with dating after 40, finding love after 40. I was in a situation where I found myself single after 40. I found myself as a single mother, as a single woman, actually in my 30s, and heading towards 40, I was still single. Finding love in this period, be it whether you are in a marriage or you are single, can be daunting. Why? It's not because love is hard to find after 40. It's not because you are probably too old to find love. It's not because love is meant for younger people, but it's because of the self-doubt sometimes that we have, the questions that we question ourselves. Can I really find love after 40? Many a times you already have children, and many a times you're wondering, if I bring somebody into my life, are they going to accept my kids? How am I going to date? If you're a young mother, you're wondering, what time am I going to spare? And I'm having little ones. How am I going to go about this? Because some people have little children at 40 and probably in the late 30s. Finding love after 40 is possible and it is okay. No matter where you're coming from, no matter whether it's from a marriage, no matter whether it's from a broken relationship, no matter if it's your first time finding love. Everybody is entitled to find love. Everybody is entitled to be with somebody if they so feel to. If they like being single, it is okay as well. But it comes with a lot of caveats. It comes with a lot of things. Why? Why do I say so? At 40, you already know who you are. At 40, you already know what you want. At late 30s, probably you know what you want. And in these situations, people who like control and people who like wasting time will see you as somebody who is difficult, will see you as somebody who is not easy to get, or somebody who is probably too stern for them to get through. Because most of the time, let's be honest, men like things that they get easy. They like to get into these relationships, and one time they're smiling with you, and probably the way they're smiling with an adolescent or a 20-year-old, and 1 minute they're like you, I love you, just the way I started this video, you're beautiful and all this, and they're all in and you're exciting and love bombing. But at 40, we know what we want. At late 30s, you know what you want. At 50, you know what you want. It is the most beautiful time to find love, because then you know exactly what you want in a partner. You know your worth. You know what you can take and what you cannot take. You can tell many a times when it is real and when it is not real. All this said, we are still not angels and we are still not perfect. Many a times we found ourselves in trouble. Many a times we have found people who have got themselves fully in and just disappointed us. Just as I said, at 40 and at 39 and at 50 and at our mature age, a woman, probably a man as well, know what they want. I know what I want. But in most cases, that is not even true. The reason I brought that first opening is to open our eyes. As much as we think we know, this kind of people who come into our life and know that we are mature already and that we have everything to bring on the table, because I believe 40 is the beautiful age. 40 is not the new 20 or the new 12 or the new I don't know what. 40 is 40 and it is beautiful. Most of the times your kids are already older. Most of the times you've seen everything in it. You've gone through life, you've gone through challenges, you are probably starting to settle. Most of it, you have gone through things that you can now overcome, that you couldn't overcome at 20 or 30. I'm not saying to everybody, but most people at that age have already seen it all. Probably if you're married, you're divorced, or probably you're in a relationship that has gone on for a long time, and probably you have seen life at its best and probably at its worst as well. But this is the time to be very, very careful. This is the time where this kind of people are going to strategize. They bring themselves fully in. They pull in fully and they're present. They're calling. They're saying you're beautiful. They're love bombing you. They're gifting you. They are all in. Within 1 minute, they've already won your heart. The strong woman or the strong man, the woman who could not take anything, the woman who had non-negotiables, the woman who saw red flags, these people will come down to your level and present themselves as the perfect person that you're looking for. Yes, they know that you cannot take this. They know that this is, a mature woman, she cannot take that. This is a mature woman, she cannot do this. But then they're going to use those as their shields. They're going to use those as their weapon. Watch out, dear sisters and probably dear brothers who may find themselves in these situations. So, you meet him, he's all good, he's lovely, he's doing everything that you'd have ever dreamt of. You're ticking all the boxes. In this part of life and in this time is the time to take all your beautiful time. This is the time to ask as many questions as you can. This is the time to slow down this relationship. This is the time to put it at a speed where you are going to give them time. And because time reveals a lot of things, time reveals character. Time reveals hidden things that as human beings keep. You will probably know if they're genuine or not. Do not fall for the love bombings. You have kids at this point, you're single at this point, you do not want somebody coming to break your heart, somebody coming to ruin everything that you ever worked for in this age and in this life. You've already been past it. Many a times we've made mistakes, me included. Many a times we have let people into our lives who ruin them. Many a times we have let people thinking we are strong, we are people who cannot be pushed, we are people who cannot be shaken, we are mature. Little did we know that he'll come in strong with both his 2 feet. He'll come in fully prepared. He'll do everything, tick all the boxes. And if you buy that very fast like that, you are in for trouble, my sister. You are in for big trouble. Dating at 40, what to look for, or after 40, or in your maturity age, depending, maybe 39 and above and 50. Look for somebody who matches. Look for somebody who matches your ideas, somebody who matches your vision, somebody who matches your energy, somebody who is mature enough who you can talk about a future with. We are at 50, we are at 40, and in the next, I don't know, we don't have the next 20 years or 30 years. In the next 5 years, this is where I want to be. I am a mom, and when I come, I'm bringing my kids to the table, and this is the situation, this is the point with them, this is the relationship they have with my ex-partner, this is my kids, and I bring them to the table, and they are non-negotiables. I'm not asking you to be a dad, I'm asking you to be my partner, and I'm asking, are you able to accept that I have these kids and they're going to be part of our life? You can't fill in the space of a dad, but you can be that parent. You can be my supportive partner. If you have kids as well, you bring in, if it was a guy, bringing in the kids, you're my woman, you're coming in, I have children, whether you're staying with them or they're staying apart, you have to ask those non-negotiable questions, and you have to give it time and slow it down. Do not introduce these people to your kids at a very premature age. Do not introduce new parents, new partners, be they women or men, to your children at a premature age. We have been there. We have done those mistakes. But as we say, we learn, we get on. Children are our wealth. Children are our precious, precious gifts. We protect them however much you want them. Probably you've come out of a toxic relationship. You introduce this new guy to your kids very quickly. You're excited. The guy, as I said, most of the toxic ones come in they come with 2 feet in. And I'm not saying that good guys do not bring in their 2 feet. Good guys can also come in and be strong from day one and be strong to the last. But remember, you're not a 20-year-old. You're not a teenager. You have to take those things slow, learn from them, give them time, because nothing is as important as time, because it will reveal a character. It will reveal your character to them and their character. Somewhere down the line, the real character has to come out. But if you get in fully and you're too excited, then a whole mess. I know there are people who can hide. There are people who can hide under the mask, and we have met them. But at this 40, let's be very careful who we bring into our lives. Some people are coming into your lives to destroy the very things you ever worked for and bring you down to the point where you're crawling on your knees. And once they're done with that, they will be running away. And to my sisters, it is okay not to be okay. And it is okay to try and fail. I am here on Chats by Lulu to say strongly that there's nothing wrong with a relationship that didn't work. There's nothing wrong when somebody divorced. There's nothing wrong if the thing was not serving. We don't know what happened in your relationship, but it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to be single. It's okay to be a single mom. It's okay to be a single dad. It's okay to start again. It's okay to find love again. But it is also okay to work on your relationships if they're serving you well. If the relationship is good, if you have a happy family, if your partner is nice, then work on it. Because there are little things that people can work on. There's little disagreements here and there. But again, it is okay to walk out. It is again okay to be single. It's again okay to find love. There's nothing wrong about it. Just how to find love and go about it in our 40s or in our 50s is the difference. At 20 or at 18, I would probably be drawing a line with my feet if somebody told me I was beautiful, or feeling all shy and, getting excited at these letters that had written to me, probably the way we used to do them when we were younger. A letter could be written, slipped under the door, or written and probably a flower put inside, and, all those beautiful things that happened probably where we grew up, my time and in your time, if you're watching me and you're in this age where I am. We could all get excited, and that is beautiful. That is that particular day. The hormones are still very up, and the excitement hormone is still very young and fresh, and it's a lot in the body, and everything's telling the little girl in you or guy in you that this is the opposite person, and that is naturally attracting. But at 40 years, we still have these feelings, and we're still very happy. But at this point, your priorities change, because you have a lot of experience and you have a lot to bring to the table. But a lot to bring to the table does not mean finances only. I'm saying it does not mean that your maturity only. It's a lot of things. It's maturity, it's experience, it's age, it's everything. Let's be careful who we bring into our life at this mature age, because most of the times, if you're trying life at 40 or 39 or 50, you expect it to be your last. And there's nothing wrong with starting afresh. You'll never know your last chance if you didn't try. You'll never know if you didn't give it a try. Let's not make it feel like if probably you were married or you're in a relationship, it's finished, it's over. Let's not idealize feeling that once another human being is gone, they could have passed on from death or anything like that. You have your mourning period. Let the grieving period come. Loss is very heavy, and you're allowed to grieve however much you can, because you can't move on with grief. Because if you ever tried to move on with grief, you will be hurting the other partner. Grieve whatever it is. Grieve the end of a relationship. Grieve the end of a relationship because of death. Grieve the end of anything that is in your past, especially if it's a relationship. Could be because of loss, could be because of just breakups, but grief has to be processed in the right way. Even a divorce, you go through your own grief. Do not jump into a relationship. Do not think that probably the timeline, probably you've just broken up 40 or 50 or 60 and you're thinking, oh my God, I don't have the time. And you jump onto the first bus that is coming, as I gave in my other video. The first bus could have a lot of mechanical problems. Yes, it could be the first bus, and you could probably think you're getting to work quickly, but that first bus could be the one that is going to break up 2 minutes, and everybody who was still waiting and patient will get to work before you. Let's normalize starting again. As we start again, let's open our eyes wide. Open your eyes wide as you can, because now you probably are not even alone. The major thing I'm saying is, especially if you're having kids, open your eyes very wide. Do not bring people who are going to cause more harm than probably you went through in your life. We have done these mistakes, me included. But does not mean that we are evil human beings. We only loved. We only open our hearts. Don't start thinking, oh, now this has failed. Probably my marriage failed, or my other relationship failed. This has failed again. I could be the problem. The moment you start blaming yourself for a lot of things, the moment you start pointing at yourself, you start becoming sad. You start becoming a victim. And once you become a victim, you're not going to open your heart. Love finds those who open their heart. Love finds you when you are relaxed enough, when you've cleared your closet, when you've taken your baggage off you, when you have everything, that your cup is so full that when you pour, it's going to be received. What I realized and what I've learned over this time, you cannot pour from an empty cup. An empty cup is a cup that is going through grief. An empty cup is a cup that is still very bitter. Grief can be bad. Grief, I've said, could be through loss when somebody loses their life. Grief can be through breakup, divorce, things like that. When you have your cup empty, is that it is packed with the things of the past. Release the things of the past and fill this cup with beautiful you. Bring the little girl back in you. Bring the love, bring the joy. Take care of yourself. Go out there just as a single person. Do the little things that you love to do, the things that you probably missed doing. If at all it was a toxic relationship, don't go all out there to prove a point. Just go there and look nice, make a beautiful hair, spend time walking, just looking at nature, hang out with your friends, probably if that's the thing that you could never do. And I'm saying at this point, most likely kids are usually a little bit older. So you have all the time. Probably there are children in their 18, 19, 20. They're your children that can understand. You tell your children, they will encourage you most times. Go out there, mom, I'm going to meet my friends. Or you tell your sons you're going to meet your friends, or you're going on a girls trip, or you're just going for a walk or a coffee. Take yourself out on dates yourself. Hang out there and just be loving to yourself. Take care of your skin. Go out for a massage if you can afford it. Just do the little things that you can do. Just relax, listen to music, watch your favorite movie. Do the little things that make you happy. Because life is not a rehearsal. We do not have all the time in the world. And when you let yourself go out there like that, these people, this love is going to find you. People say love will never find you. Now, the modern world is like, oh, you have to go all out there and you have to tell people. There's even this theory that you have to tell people too much things that we weren't doing in the past. You have to tell somebody, if a woman, if you like them. No, I still believe the women are the flower. I still believe strongly that a man is the hunter. Even in the animal kingdom, the man is the hunter. They hunt for the female, and the female reciprocates. If they like the other person, it's usually very, very automatic, and it's something that comes naturally. Even in animals, who is going to change it in the human race? Do not go looking, if you're a woman, do not go after men like that. If probably you feel like you like the man, make yourself available in places that they are. Make yourself probably not in a disparate way, but make sure that you are in places that they are in a good way, in a healthy way. See if they see that energy that you're giving out. Be your very best self. Don't overdo it. And if the energy is matching and if they are noticing, then probably they are also reciprocating the same way. If you see that there's no energy match, this is probably just a good friend or a good colleague or whoever they are, then make sure that you close the chapter and move on. Do not be desperate to put yourself out there, no matter how many times you fail. I said, and I say it again, and I probably do not even want to say it in another way. You can fall so many times. Everyone is allowed to fall as many times as they can. Everyone is allowed to fall as many times as they can. The only thing is, are they going to stand up? Do not beat yourself and say, oh, they failed in this relationship. Oh, that's why the marriage didn't work. And especially men, they will judge you. Oh, the marriage didn't work. And now or society or whatever. Now she's been dating, didn't work. Oh, this didn't work. She's the problem. I'm not advising anybody to date probably 20 men, 50 or 60. But you're better off not staying in a toxic relationship. You're better off trying and failing until you meet the person that loves you the most, the person that is going to give you peace, the person that is going to bring the very best out of you, the person that is going to accept you, the person that is going to accept your kids, the person who is going to protect you. This person is going to support you. This person is going to be there for you. This person is going to be your best friend. I'm not saying there isn't quarrels or disagreements even after 40 when you start dating. But if this is your best friend, and if this is the man, especially the man, probably the woman, if it was a man, that you prayed for, because prayer is also very important when you're looking for these partners. If this is the man that you felt like all the ticks, most of or all of the ticks, the boxes are ticking, the energy is matching. You as a woman did not go after them desperately. They did not come in and pull out immediately. They did not give and pull. They give you much love, like give you calls this week. Next week they've disappeared. They are giving this much. They are dangling a carrot in front of you. Then you are going to be peaceful. There's good people out there. And I believe it doesn't matter how long it takes. I still believe it doesn't matter. The only problem that as human beings we have is we fear what people say. We so much depend on what people say. What people say about us just takes almost 90% of our life, and probably we start living their lives. What people think about you, what did they say about me? What did they, if I do this, if I'm dating so, if I'm living here, you're always worried about what people are going to say. Yes, it is okay to be the best person out there. And yes, it is okay to take positive criticism if it's something that you probably feel is good for you. You can only take what you feel is good for you. But don't allow other people to determine your life. They are not you and they will never be you. You're a special species and you're only you. There is no other. Not even a twin. There is no other version of you. You are very, very special, specially created, and that is you and there's no other one. So why don't we give ourselves time to meet these beautiful people? Dating at 40 is something beautiful. Finding love and true love and good love at 40 is something beautiful. Because then you're just building on growing and getting all together. You're building on building a future. And at this point, most people are almost getting into their retirement, 10 years to come or something like that. What you're now doing, you're not thinking of how many children are we going to get. You're thinking about life together. Probably you've all been beaten. Maybe the man has also come from something that didn't work or lost through those things that I've talked about, whichever way it went, or a breakup. You were just trying to build a future, to have a partner you can laugh to, talk to, somebody you can chat with every day, somebody you can run to, somebody you can support each other with. You have to have a structure when your kids are younger. You could be 40 or 39 and your kids are younger, or you're starting afresh at 35 and your kids are younger, be it the man or the woman. I have a book called Solo Dad. Solo Dad, I'll put a link down below. Solo Dad Parenting. It's called the Single Dad's Playbook series. I also have another one, Dating After 40 for a Woman. I will probably put the links both, or put one and put one in the next video on Amazon. You can check them out if you are able to. But book aside, when you are dating and you have little kids, just put them, little or adults, but more so little kids, find time to explain to them in the language that they best understand. After knowing this person, before you bring them in, talk to your children, explain to them, because probably they had a father, they knew him, or if they had a mother, they knew them. Explain to them in a way, in a language. I do not know which language you could use on your kids. I used a different one on mine, but mine were not very young when my marriage ended. So they were young though. But kids are very sensitive and kids hurt a lot. Because remember, when we are parents and we break up, the kids have nothing to do with it. Kids probably love both of their parents no matter who they are. Probably they see them toxic, but they don't even understand what's happening. So make sure that you explain to your kids that this is this. Mom or dad is seeing this person. Some people come and say this is auntie, or probably this is uncle, or something like that if they're younger kids. But even though you say uncle and auntie, you have to start explaining where now auntie or uncle is starting to be more into this house and is going to stay much. If they're older kids, be honest with them. Be honest. See how they react to things. Do not impose on them. Do not make it too fast. Do not. That's the reason I say you have your non-negotiables. I have kids and we have to take this slow. I have kids, or we both have kids, and how are we going to go about it? You have to discuss these things prior. I am single, you have kids, how are we going to go about it if I'm the woman or if you're the man, both ways? Bring your kids in slowly and create a safe space. Let them trust this person before you introduce them even as a boyfriend or something like that. I'm talking from life's experiences. Do not only mine, but from most of my friends as well. The problem when you bring these people to your kids and you still don't know them as much as well, then they break your heart again. You hurt your kids too. If they come and they're toxic, If they come and they're abusive again, because we don't know what you're getting into, and now you're 50 and somebody is hurting you probably worse than your other partner, or doing something that is not, or this person has come and taken on your finances, or this person has hurt you in different ways, or these other people can come and be abusive to the kids. There are people who are sick out here. There are people who can come and break all of you. I have watched stories. I'm careful with the words I'm using because this is YouTube. I'm censoring words. I've watched stories where somebody a mother is dating and this other guy, he's turned on to the daughter. People are evil. People are very evil out here. So let's normalize taking these things slow, giving them time, as familiarity will expose a lot of things. Introduce the kids as friends, probably go out as friends bit by bit until there's familiarity. When kids see a lot, sometimes when your kids tell you something about your partner or about a potential partner, listen to your kids. Kids can read a lot of stuff, even about their father. Sometimes they tell you things that you ignored. Sometimes a kid is trying to tell you a story, even a little one, trying to tell you an experience, but you're ignoring until you find out, oh my God, this is what this child was talking about. Let's normalize giving this relationship time. Dating after 40 is the most beautiful thing. Let's be our best self. Go out there and look as beautiful as you can. Don't over-exaggerate it for somebody. Take care of yourself. If it's a gym and you feel like your body is not what you want to look lean and slim, or you want to have look a certain way, you want to gain some weight, if you feel like the gym is for you, you can go there. If you feel like you want to do some changes in your body that are healthy, you can do them. If you want to diet on some things, get some diet that is going to change. If you want to do some things like maybe skincare and all that, if you want to learn how to do things that make you feel nice, this is the time. You have all the time. But I say, let's pour from a cup that is full. The cup that is full has been emptied of all the toxic past, and now it's filled with love, is filled with confidence, is filled with a heart that has healed, and then this cup can pour. Do not make mistakes of jumping into a relationship, no matter how good they come. Sometimes somebody comes in at the wrong time. Sometimes you find a good guy, a good woman, at the time when you're hurting the most, and they're very nice. But what is the problem? You. And you jump in there saying, oh, he likes me, he likes... The person will only take so much. Sometimes we are the problem. Sometimes you are genuinely hurting, but you have carried all your problems from your past, and you're carrying them and shouldering them onto another human being who probably is your same age, who is not trying to find peace. They probably wouldn't understand, and they will think, oh, this is too much, this is a burden, and they will walk away and leave you. So make sure when you're finding your next chance, when you're finding your next journey, your cup is already empty and filled with love. That the cup that you're going to pour from is filled with amazing stuff. That the cup you're going to pour from the other one is going to match the other cup. That is not a cup that is full of burdens, because a cup that is full of burdens, a cup that is full of anger, a cup that is full of grief is empty. We can only match energy of another person. Let the right person find us. If somebody comes into your life and you're still going through things, you just divorced probably a month or 2 or 3 or 4 ago, and you've not healed, or a year, or you lost a spouse, or things like that happen to you naturally or something like that, do not jump in. Just tell them, it is okay and I'm thankful, but I'm not at a place, be respectful, to date you. I'm not at a place to date anybody else, not only you, but it's because I'm going through things right now, and I'm really happy that you probably reached out, but right now I'm not at a place to do those things. It will save you a lot of things. It will save you from hurting somebody. It won't be intentional, but you will definitely hurt them. You'll be talking about your ex all the time you're with them. You'll be talking about it. That will be the chat. Oh, my ex, oh, you did this, like my ex used to do this, or my what used to do this. If it's death, You're going to be probably crying or saying, missing them or feeling lonely or comparing. A lot of things will happen when you're going through a loss, and you're going to transfer negative energy into your new relationship. Dating at 40 is beautiful. I call it dating at 40, but I mean mature dating. Your mature dating could be 35. You could find yourself single at 35, single at 32. You're not a kid anymore. And now you're in this life where you think, oh, I'm a mom. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh, I have kids. Nobody will ever love me. People will love you. The people who will love you will love you. There's billions of human beings in the world. Let nobody tell you you cannot be loved. Even if you have 6 kids or 7 or 8 or 10, there's somebody out there for everybody. Let no one tell you because of all these kids, nobody will love you. Because you look a certain way, because you have wrinkles on your face, because you have wrinkles on your body, because your body doesn't look as, you do not have your abs are not flat. There's everybody for everyone. And beauty, as they say, is on the eyes of the beholder. So your beholder is just somewhere waiting for you. When you meet somebody, especially at this hour, you don't start saying, oh, look, oh, my hair, oh, look, my hair used to be long, oh, look, my face is wrinkled, oh, now look, I don't look like, you already having a low self-esteem and already telling the other person to look for what they were not looking for. They probably fell for your character. They probably fell for your maturity. They probably fell for everything that you came with. They came for the wrinkles. They didn't care. They came for your flat chest. They came for everything. They came for your maturity as a mother, as a homemaker. They came for everything that you have. But here you are discrediting yourself. Oh, look, oh, my eyes used to be like this. Oh, I wish I had this body like this. Oh, my lips were like this. You are not going to be 20 again, or neither are you going to be 30 or 18 or 15. You are who you are because you are beautiful and there's no one else like you. And with that, I wish you all a lovely evening. Let's normalize loving ourselves. Let's date at 40, at 50. Let's do mature dating. There's online dating, which is out there. Everybody's talking about it on social media. I don't want to go deep into it, but it's something you could look into. It's something you could try. They say it's dangerous. They say you could meet a scammer, but you can as well meet a dangerous person just next door in your work, in your gym, in your church. You could meet a toxic person. Just be careful and have your eyes wide open. Look out into those online dating. Your probably next partner could be living in the end of the world, and you are in another end. And maybe your soulmate is in those places. Maybe your soulmate is next door. Let's try things. Let's go out there to social places if that's what we are looking for. If you're not looking for dating, then that's still okay. If you're peaceful at the point where you are and you like being single, that's still fine. Do not rush things. No one should judge nobody for the decisions that they make. No one should judge a woman if they don't have kids at 40 or 50. No one should judge anybody for whatever decisions they make with their life. If it's not affecting you directly, why are you judging them? You do not live for them. Go out there, social places, talk to people, but most of all, be yourself and be your very best self. Don't give up on grooming. Don't give up on looking out nice out there. My dad used to say you always have to come out looking beautiful and smart. He always did until when he passed on. And now I understand what he said. You do not know who you're going to meet out there. It doesn't have to be love. Could be a job. Could be somebody spotted you and probably you get scouted. People get scouted for jobs. When I was younger, I got scouted for a job in the middle of our capital city because the person said you looked elegant. I look elegant. I was like, I'm a mom of two. I started discrediting myself. And they said, so what? Fast forward, I did not take the job. I was in a marriage that even though I brought that up, it would have been watered down and I was accepting the bare minimum. Let's not accept the bare minimum. Let's not be desperate. Let's not be in a rush. But as much as we are not in a rush, let's speak our minds. When we meet these people, let's tell them what we want, what we are bringing to the table. I'm not here to waste time at 49 and be dating you and dropping. I'm not yet 30. I know better. What are you looking for yourself? And you have to be bold with that. What type of relationship are you looking for? Not in the first date where you're just talking and probably chatting and knowing each other, but your words, your demeanor, how you approach this from day one is going to make them know what you want as a woman. Is going to make them know what you want as a man. You are a man, you are in your 40s, late 40s, 50s, you're divorced probably, or single or lost. You're still meandering here and there, playing with women, dropping one after the other. When you are in those ages, date with intention. You do not have a lot of time. You do not have a lot of time. You could leave the very best partner, the very best woman, because you are playing and thinking you are still a little boy. We are not little anymore, but we are the most beautiful, because the little girl in you, the little boy in you will never leave you, because 40, 50, 60 is beautiful, and everyone is allowed to find love. With that, I say, have a lovely evening, a lovely night, a lovely morning, and a lovely end of the week. It's approaching weekend when I'm making this video, and see you all. Happy to see you, and welcome back to my channel anytime. Subscribe to my channel, and let's comment down there, bring up topics and tell me your opinions, and we'll get better there. We'll get better at doing this. Thank you for walking this journey with me. Bye-bye.